Michael Jordan,
I hate you. I hate you.
LeBron James,
I hate you. I hate you.
Steph Curry,
I hate you. I hate you.
Kevin Durant,
I hate you. I hate you.
Kyrie Irving.
I hate you. I hate you.
Welcome to another episode of the Goo Intelligent Sports Podcast Show. Today, I'm coming to you with a heavy heart. My Lakers have been eliminated from the playoffs. If y'all go back to my prediction video for round one last week, I had the Lakers winning in 5. I didn't see AD getting hurt. I don't know how I didn't. I've been calling him Ambulance Davis since he was with the New Orleans Pelicans. But I didn't see this, and it's tough. Because I don't even want to watch the rest of the playoffs. I couldn't care less who wins the championships this year. I really don't. But I have to do this. We're going to be talking about the level of dislike and disrespect that one player in the world gets, whether he wins or loses. And I'm talking about LeBron James. We're going to be talking about criticism of LeBron James. Is LeBron above reproach? Is he above criticism? Absolutely not. But the level of criticism and the level of disrespect that goes into critiquing him by casual fans, and I mean that with every level of disrespect that I can muster in saying casual, because you can't be a lover of basketball and hate LeBron. It's impossible. I don't care about your geographic location. I don't care about what team you grew up on. I don't necessarily care if you only like a team because of the certain colors. Maybe you like the mascot, whatever. If you love the game of basketball, there's no possible way you can hate LeBron James, Kevin Durant, James Harden, Giannis Antetokounmpo. You can't hate any player. Would you like to see your team win? Of course. But you won't relish in the disappointment or loss of a certain player, especially when your team is not in the playoffs, or if your team is a team that he's dominated in the past. Which leads me to some of the things I want to just get off my chest. In this level of time, we live in the age of a microwave society. No one's patient anymore. No one wants to wait for anything. We got to have it. We got to have it right now. We live in a time where everybody has a platform or has access to a platform, whether that be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. Social media has given everyone a voice. And what I want to touch on, going back to my original point about the hate of one LeBron James, is that the gripe you get about LeBron is that he'll never be Michael. No one is going to be Michael. Michael didn't even know he was going to be Michael. No one's trying to replace Michael. But in life, it has shown us repeatedly there's always going to be someone to come along and be better than you. Now, you're only here for a good time, not a long time. Your goal should be to always push the envelope, make the game better. And I believe LeBron James has done that. And I also believe that if social media was around when Jordan was playing in his prime, I can promise you that the level of hate that Michael Jordan would have received would not only rival LeBron James, I think it would be more. Now, if you are a Jordan fan, if you lived in Chicago or Illinois, Indiana, or in the area of Chicago or just around the country and you love Michael Jordan, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people that may have lived in New York, Boston, Indiana, Charlotte, Miami, Phoenix, Utah, Portland. I'm talking about around the world, all of the people that Michael Jordan stopped from celebrating an NBA championship. I'm talking about people like him because LeBron James has done the same. Whether you want to talk about, oh, he's 4-6 in the finals and Michael Jordan is 6-0, that's still 10 times that he's been there, 4 more times than Mike. There's people that have not won a championship because of LeBron James. If you were in the East, you could play 82 games, get to the playoffs, but you knew you were not going to the NBA Finals because that was reserved for LeBron James for a 8-year period. He made it 8 years straight. So what I like, Michael Jordan is an icon. We know about the Gatorade commercials. We know about the Hanes underwear. We know about the T-shirts. We know about the tennis shoes. He has his own Jordan brand with Nike now. We know about it all. But the level of hate and disgust when he was playing in his prime, I promise you, if people had access to express themselves, I really can't wrap my head around how much I think Michael Jordan would have been hated. I draw the comparison to this because we do it in this age. Tom Brady has won 6 Super Bowls, 6, I believe 6, and he is absolutely hated. See, I'm not just talking about black people when I say this. I'm talking about people, the human race. You can be successful, just don't be too successful. Once you get to a point where people think you are being great or you have too much success, they start to root against you. They start to root against you. Ask me how I know. Because I've been guilty of it with Tom Brady. Anybody else but him. That's you get to that level. Man, I'm tired of seeing him. I'm tired of seeing him in the Super Bowl. Anybody else but him. It has gotten to that point with LeBron James. Anybody but him. I'm tired of seeing him in NBA Finals. It's absolutely gotten to that point. No one wants you to be very successful. They tell you they want you to succeed. They tell you they want you to be great, but they don't really mean it. It's like the people that say, hey man, call me if you need anything. They just saying it just to say it. They don't necessarily mean it. I guarantee you when they call them, my man, I got to do something else. Like it's at that point. And I know for a fact that it would have been at that point with Jordan. Anybody but him. The man won 3 in a row twice. You telling me everybody liked him? Shit, no. Y'all got me cussing. No way, no how. Mike has only been appreciated when he retired because people missed him. They subconsciously, we want to see people compete. We want to see greatness. We do. But we don't want them to do it over and over and over because it reminds us that we on a certain level ain't shit. That we can't do what they are doing in our natural lives. There are so many people who are critical of LeBron James at his job, because let's be all the way clear. Basketball is LeBron's job. That's what he gets paid to do. It's like his 9 to 5. He just gets paid a ton of money to do it. But basketball is his job. He pays taxes on the money he receives. Just like you work your 9 to 5 and pay taxes, he pays it at the end of the year. Because he's something like a 1099 contractor. Has to file a Schedule C. There are so many people that are critical of LeBron James on his job, critiquing what he do. But on your job in your everyday real life, you are a written warning from being fired. You are on a final written warning. If you breathe too hard, your boss is going to fire you. You're walking around on eggshells in your office, answering every email. Yes, sir, no, sir. But you come home and at 8 o'clock tell LeBron James he should just take over. You don't get your goofy ass out of here. Like, it's pathetic. The level of disrespect that the man gets. He has done you nothing but entertain you. So what? He puts a team together. If you were in a management position and you could control who you were employed with, you would absolutely jump at getting the best in your field. It's no different in the NBA or in the NFL or the NHL or baseball or whatever. It's no different. People want to be surrounded by people who have the same level of passion that they do about their particular job. They want the people who are the best in their particular field. If you're a three-point shooter, give me the best three-point shooter. You're a rebounder, that's what you do? Give me the best rebounder. Who in the hell goes to work and say, yeah, just give me the motherfucker off the corner? And he ain't got a lick of training in this field, nothing. You just bring him in. Yeah, don't even worry about it. I train him. You don't know his level of intellect or anything. Who does that? So why expect another player to do so? And this notion about he needs help, LeBron needs help. You goddamn right he needs help. Everybody has needed help. Michael Jordan had it. Bill Russell had it. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had it. Magic Johnson had it. Isaiah Thomas had it. Everybody needs help. The last I checked, the only motherfuckers that don't need help in any sport is golf and boxing. And they still got fucking trainers. Nobody's training themselves. Tiger Woods don't train himself. Floyd Mayweather doesn't train himself. They all got somebody in their ear telling them what to do and how to do it. So this notion about he needs help in a game that plays 5-on-5, it's absolutely ridiculous to me. And these goofy ass people that run around here talking about he shouldn't need help, you're a moron and you're a casual fan and you don't know shit about the sport. It's crazy to me, going back to social media. Everybody wants to be a comedian. Trolling is at an all-time high. Everything is a goddamn joke. If you are in 2021 still trolling any of these NBA players that are great, and I'm not just talking about LeBron James, I'm talking about KD and Kyrie or James Harden or Giannis or Chris Paul, Devin Booker. If you're trolling any of them, then you're an absolute moron. Especially LeBron James. LeBron, any of the guys that have been playing for a long, that goes for Chris Paul, who's been playing for over 15 years. LeBron's been playing, he's in year 18, came into the league in 2004. And you're trolling. Like, I just don't understand why social media has given not necessarily just social media, but people on social media act like these players are not allowed to lose anymore. They're not allowed to grow in front of us anymore. Everybody's trash after one game. You're trash. Which leads me to my next point. Talking about the Lakers support system here. You have your main guys. You have AD, Ambulance Davis, always disabled, whatever you want to call them. You have your support group. That's Alex Caruso, Kyle Kuzma, KCP, Morris, Andre Drummond, Marc Gasol, Montrezl Harrell. The Lakers did a terrible job in the offseason. You did a terrible job in the offseason. You didn't need to get rid of Danny Green. You didn't need to get rid of JaVale McGee. You didn't need to get rid of Dwight Howard. You signed Montrezl Harrell, who's the sixth man of the year, and stuck him at the end of the bench. You kept Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma could possibly have the worst series of a six-man I've ever seen. There was games that he only gave you 2 points. 2. While playing over 20 minutes. Dennis Schroeder turned down $84 million extension. Game 5, he gave you 0 points in 19 minutes. Game 6, he bounced back with 20. That's good enough for when you were in Atlanta and when you were in OKC. But where you got 17 banners for the Lakers, that ain't good enough. It's not about winning games, it's about winning championships. The Lakers have to do a better job this offseason. I'm sure they're going to blow the team up. A couple players won't be back, probably mainly Kyle Kuzma. He doesn't need to come back. He go to Sacramento. Go to Luke Walton. Go play with him. Get him out of there. KCP will probably be back. Andre Drummond will probably be back. AD has to absolutely get stronger in the offseason. AD has to find out what it is about his body that is not allowing him to compete at a high level on a consistent basis. He's injured on a consistent basis. He's just too damn talented. It doesn't make any sense to me. This is tough. This is probably the realest shit I ever spoke. It's just some stuff that I just don't understand what's going on with our people. And when I say our people, I'm talking about us, my kind. We already got enough bullshit and drama and hate coming from people that don't look like us. Why pile on with the people? From the people, I should say. Why pile on from the people that look like us? And I ain't saying that you can't have your picks and chooses your favorites, but leave some of the bullshit alone. This has been another episode of the Goontelligence Sports Podcast Show. You could have been anywhere else in the world, but you decided to share it with me, and I appreciate you for that. This is tough. I'm about to go watch the Mavericks and Clippers. Some bullshit, man. Fuck this shit, man.